Today we're going to do the curl-up test. This test measures your abdominal strength and endurance. These are the muscles around your stomach area. Your score for this test will be added to the other fitness tests that we have taken and be used to give you an overall fitness score. Remember, your fitness scores do not affect your PE grade. Your PE grade is earned based on your effort and behavior in class. In other words, your PE grade is based on how hard you try and the way you treat others. For example, whether or not you display good character and sportsmanship. Although how you score on your fitness tests does not affect your grade, it is important that you try your best. Your fitness report card will give you valuable information about your current level of physical fitness. The good news is that if the results indicate that you are not in the healthy fitness zone in any of the tested categories, with a little bit of effort, that can be changed. Often just playing and being more active is all it takes. You will be given a partner to do the curl-up test. You and your partner will take turns. One partner will actually do the test, while the other partner helps to administer the test and will then report your score. Once everyone in the first group has been tested and their scores have been recorded, the partners will switch roles. The person who just counted for their partner will then lay on the mat and get ready to start the test. The administrator needs to help the person taking the test by making sure that they are laying in the correct position. Their fingertips should be on the edge of the black line when they are laying down in a relaxed position. Their knees should be bent and their shoulders should be relaxed. The counter is watching the person who is taking the test and is looking for mistakes. When the person taking the test makes a mistake, the counter should let them know. When they make a second mistake, the counter should let them know. When they make their third mistake, the partner should tell them to stop and get in line behind Miss Knight to report the partner's score. Don't forget to give Miss Knight your partner's last name and let her know what number your partner was on when they made their third mistake. Make sure that she gets the correct information recorded for your partner before you walk away. Here are the types of mistakes that your partner will eventually make. A mistake occurs if your partner's hands or feet come up off the mat. Their fingers must slide down or crawl from behind the black line to the edge of the mat. If their hands come up from the mat or if their feet lift off of the mat, that is considered a mistake. They must go all the way up and all the way down. All the way up is defined as their fingertips must make it all the way to the edge of the mat when they come up, and all the way down is defined as their head must go all the way back down and touch the mat. If they don't go all the way up until their fingers reach or go past the edge of the mat, or they don't go all the way down until their head touches the mat, that is considered a mistake. The final type of mistake that they can make is if they don't keep up with the pace of the person on the tape. When the person says A, they should be laying down on the mat. When the person says B, the partner should be curled up with their fingertips extended to or past the edge of the mat. Don't forget to let your partner know when they make their first mistake. When their second mistake happens, let them know what they did wrong and that they made their second mistake. When their third mistake happens, tell them that they are done and then come get in line to report their score. Let Miss Knight know their last name and what number the person on the recording said when your partner's third mistake was made.
Prior to the beginning of the curl-up, the examiner needs to ensure that each student has a partner. One student will perform the curl-up, while the partner will help the examiner watch for form breaks. The student performing the test lies with his back to the mat and face looking up. The knees are bent at a 140-degree angle, with feet flat on the mat, legs slightly apart. The arms are kept straight and parallel to the trunk, with the palms of the hands resting on the mat. The fingers are stretched out and the head is in contact with the mat. The audio CD cadence will indicate up, down, and the number of curl-ups completed. With the pace called on the CD, students are signaled to start and perform each curl-up slowly.
We'll begin the curl-ups now. Ready? Begin. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2.
Movement should start with a slow curling up of the upper spine.
Up, Down 4. Up,
The finger should slide across
Down,
the measuring
5.
strip
up,
until the fingertips reach
down,
the other edge of
11.
the strip.
Up,
The student then
down,
slowly
7.
curls back down
Up,
until the head touches the mat.
down 8.
Heels should be
Up,
kept in contact with the mat at all
down,
times,
9.
and movement should be
Up,
slow and continuous.
down
The
10.
protocol is quite
Up,
different from the familiar and fast-paced
down,
sit-ups.
11.
Form breaks occur when the student's heels are no longer in contact with the mat, when the head does not touch the mat as the student curls back down, when movements become jerky, when the student stops to rest, when the student cannot keep up with the cadence, and when the fingertips do not touch the other edge of the strip. The examiner signals to the partner when a form break has occurred.
Don't forget, mistakes occur when one of the following things happen. When your partner's hands or feet come up off the mat, their fingers must slide or crawl from behind the black line to the edge of the mat. If their hands come up from the mat or if their feet lift off of the mat, that is considered a mistake. If they don't go all the way up and all the way down, that is a mistake. All the way up is defined as their fingertips must make it all the way to the edge of the mat when they come up, and all the way down is defined as their head must go all the way back down and touch the mat. If they don't go all the way up until their fingers reach or go past the edge of the mat, or they don't go all the way down until their head touches the mat, that is considered a mistake. The final type of mistake they can make is if they don't keep up with the pace of the person on the tape. When the person says, A, they should be laying down on the mat. When the person says, B, the partner should be curled up with fingertips extended to or past the edge of the mat.